You ever felt somebody watching you, but not with their eyes, like the air itself got curious? Something invisible keeps checking to see if you're still healing, if you're still standing, or still shining. That's not imagination. That's modern day monitoring. And it's slicker than the old forms ever were. See, back then, the watchers needed smoke, ritual, and altars. Now they just need Wi Fi and access to your peace. They study your rhythm through your reactions. They don't need or they don't send demons in robes anymore. They send distractions in pixels. The new watchers wear the face of friends, followers, or even fans. They don't ask questions, they scroll, they screenshot, they decode. Every word you drop becomes information. Every emotion becomes a file. Every silence becomes a signal. And the empath, you, the one who feels everything, you're the favorite target because you don't hide energy well. Your honesty leaks light. Your aura tells stories you never post. See, the monitoring spirit starts small, a sudden wave of fatigue after you share a truth, a random argument after a moment of peace, strange timing that keeps pulling you off course. You start thinking, maybe I'm just tired. No, you're being read. Your frequencies on their feed. The modern monitoring spirit doesn't haunt, it harvests. It feeds on your attention and your openness. Every time you overshare, it studies your vulnerability. Every time you react too quickly, it maps your trigger points. Every time you doubt yourself, it gets another log entry. You don't need a seance anymore. They just need you scrolling at 2 a.m., trying to explain your spirit to strangers who don't care. You see it in social media, not the platforms themselves, but the energy behind them, the constant need to be visible, validated, and exposed. That's the connection that spiritual surveillance disguised as engagement. And yet, you can't disconnect completely. You're a truth teller. You're meant to speak. So, what do? You learn how to be seen without being scanned. You start by quietly quieting the parts of you that overshare pain for comfort, stillness, and encryption. Every moment of peace scrambles the signal. When you slow down, they lose your coordinates. When you speak, speak from clarity and not from impulse. That's how you stay readable to the right souls and invisible to the wrong ones. And understand this, monitoring spirits don't only live in technology, they live in patterns, in people who pretend to support you while taking notes for your opposition, in coworkers who study your calm so they can imitate it, in family who only call to extract updates, not offer love. Those are living surveillance systems. You can feel it, the energy that doesn't listen to understand but listens to report. When that happens, stop performing. Answer in peace or not at all. Those are living surveillance systems, of course. You can feel it, the energy that doesn't listen to understand but listens to report. When that happens, stop performing. Answer in peace or not at all. Your silence exposes the motive. Modern watchers are allergic to mystery. They need you predictable. They thrive on knowing what will make you break. So every time you choose stillness over reaction, you rewrite the information. Every time you laugh instead of explain, you crash their program. They say information is power, but in this age, privacy is protection. Not secrecy, privacy. Secrecy hides fear, privacy guards destiny. You can't protect what you keep public. So close the open tabs in your life. Stop explaining your every move. Not everyone deserves to know where you're healing. Your growth doesn't need an audience. And the beautiful thing, once you stop feeding the watchers, they start feeding on themselves. They turn on one another because the light they were chasing doesn't respond anymore. That's when freedom begins, when observation loses purpose. So, next time you feel those invisible eyes on you, be it digital, spiritual, or emotional, don't panic. Smile because that means you're worth watching. You're shifting something. You're proof that authenticity still glows in a world of performance. Let them monitor, let them measure, just don't let them manage you. Your spirit was never built for captivity. You don't need to hide. You just need to be unreadable by manipulation. Move when peace tells you to move. Speak when purpose says speak. And keep your private garden unsearched. Because real power doesn't announce, it emanates. And no monitoring spirit can decode what God encrypts. Thank you for visiting my channel. Stay covered, stay conscious, stay undefeated. See you on the next one. Bye.